All right. So, just as promised, I did this in two parts, so you'll definitely get both parts as like it's one. Um, so I was talking about the physical manipulation of a situation, and the fact that that's not the only manipulation that exists, and that we need to find out what it is that or love lang what it is that or lang what it is that our love language is, right? In order to know whether or not someone is showing you love or whether or not they want to learn how to love you. Now, here's the thing. I think that the worst kind of manipulation that exists, the physical is bad, yeah, but the worst kind that exists is psychological manipulation. When you are able to control someone, 1 minute, let me fix this, steady this camera. When you were able to control someone psychologically, when you are able to become a puppeteer, that's a whole different ball game. That's like a whole different level of power that you, the manipulator, have, right? So earlier I mentioned lying by omission, rationalization, denial, evasion, shaming, crying, and constantly apologizing. You don't mean it, right? Earlier I mentioned that. Now, psychological manipulation goes pretty deep, because you have to know the person's insecurities. You have to know what it is that a person desire, what they don't want to happen, what they don't want to lose, what they want to gain, what their vision is for themselves, right? You have to know these things in order to force them along the path of manipulating them. And I've okay, all right. I don't want to say that I don't want to say that I have been a victim of it, but God knows, I swear to God, I have been. All right. I hate it when you apologize for something and then you do the same thing in less than 2 days. What the hell are you apologizing for? Why the hell do you bother? Don't bother. I think I'm at the point in my life where, all right, cool, no brother. That's it, say? All right, I'm gone. I am at the point in my life where I am not interested in any excuses. I'm not interested in my level of tolerance, because I know how to tolerate. I know how to look past things and move on, because I believe in chances. I believe in chances. I believe that people mess up. I believe that people make mistakes, because I do the same. But the difference with me, I believe, is that if I love you, God knows, if I love you, it's just you. It's just you I see, right? If I don't, a little bit, sort of, kind of. But if I love you and I decide that I'm giving you my time, I'm giving you everything, I'm giving you me, it's all or nothing for me. It's either I'm in it or I'm not. If at any point you have to question where my legs are, if they're in the circle or outside of the circle, you best believe it's outside of the circle. If at any point you have to question where these feet go or where they are, they're not in the circle. And the thing about me is this: if something is bothering me, even though I'm not the most expressive person, I promise you, because I don't like to talk about my emotions. All right, it's not so bad now. Now that I have a child, it's not so bad. But before, I was like a shut down kind of person. So I get upset, I just shut down. I just keep my mouth shut because I don't like apologizing for shit. Meaning that I think apologies should mean something. right? And I'm not gonna get up and say, I don't want to say something when I'm angry and then I'm going, oh my God, I'm sorry. Can't bother with that. So you know what I do? Shut up. I just shut up. I just nothing until I'm collective enough. When the anger has, subsided and I feel like I can handle this conversation or this situation right now, I will come and talk with you. If you're a person who can be spoken with, I was thinking about that sentence just like what? Okay. So if you are that kind of person, then certainly I'll come and talk with you and we'll have a discussion. But the moment you start to raise your voice or you start to yell is the moment I do this. That's it. Shut up. Because I don't like yelling. Don't talk to me loud. Don't talk to me strong. You are not my parents. Don't do it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. The moment you start yelling, the moment you start shouting, is the moment I do this. And the moment I do this, I'm not going to do this again. That's it. All right. And one of the things that we need to understand is that about ourselves or about relationships in general or being with people and dealing with our problems and our situation is that every time you do something and this person forgives you for that thing that you may have done, you lose them bit by bit. And it may not be something vast. It may, and when I say vast, people will think about cheating. Here's my take on cheating. Okay, I'm gonna okay, sorry. That's me smacking. Sorry. But here's my take on cheating. Don't give what you can't take. You can't take bun, don't give bun. That's my that's my Jamaican take on cheating. You can't take bun, don't give bun. In a story. But really my take on cheating is this. It's more emotional and psychological or mental than it is physical, especially for women. If a woman if a woman is in love with you and she truly truly loves you and she cheats on you, dude or girl, you have to go figure out what's going on there. You have to go figure out what's going on there because it has to be something that's lacking, something that's missing. If it's someone who doesn't give a shit about you, granted, and I only want to sleep with she or him. Let me widen that a little bit. So so that is just my take on cheating. I don't like it. I don't like it. I really don't. I don't like it. And I believe in if I give myself completely to someone, I just want one person. I just want one person to love. I just want one person to give everything because me can't divide up everything. My brain, my memory not so hot like one time. I just want to focus on one thing. Memory not so hot. I make me glad say not so hot either because to be honest, me no want to try and keep up with two, three, four different relationship. Me can't bother with that. Can't bother with that. None at all, right? So one of the things that we have to bear in mind, one of the things that we have to remember is that if someone loves you, because this was the example I was making, let me rope it in and go back. So if someone loves you and they keep apologizing for the same shit every friggin' week or every month or every 2 weeks or every 2 months, then do they? Do they really love you? Do they even care about you? Do they even care about your feelings? Do they care about what hurts you? Do they care about what offends you? Do they care about who you are as a person? Do they even respect you? Do they? Right? You can't keep doing something that I tell you specifically, I don't like it, and you do it, and then you make it seem like you have this bag of excuses. I swear, I am tired of there's always an excuse for something. This bag of excuses, as if just because you have an excuse and it might sound valid in your head, I should accept it. Bullshit. No? Not entitled to accepting shit. Sorry for cursing so much, but I'm not entitled to accept anything. It's not my acceptance to your excuses or tolerating your nonsense is not an entitlement for you. It's not. You're not entitled to that. So you have to be able to spot the manipulation. You have to be able to, and this is why I believed I was being so much verb me use this up manipulated, because you apologize for this thing, I try to be as understanding as possible. In any given situation, I try to be as understanding as possible. And one of the things that I really hate is how people play on my understanding, people play on my compassion, people play on my sympathy or my empathy, same thing. People play on that. I hate it. And the moment I realize that you're doing that is the moment, snip, snip. I know how to walk away from shit. I could love the hell out of you and you keep messing up. I know how to walk away. I know how to deal with the tough things. I grew myself emotionally, psychologically, mentally. I grew myself. No one did that. No one taught me how to relate to situations, how to deal with things in a positive or healthy manner. I grew myself. I did. And I'm proud. I'm proud of the fact that I did that, because the thing is, I had to do it from scratch and I had to do it from my experiences. I grew myself mentally, emotionally, and psychologically. I grew myself. So I'm not going to sit down and take anybody's crap. I think I did it long enough. I think I sat and take people's crap long enough, because I wasn't someone very expressive. I was not going to talk up. I'm not going to say how I feel about something because I don't like arguments and I try to avoid them. No, we're going cuss. We're going cuss it out today. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm at the point where I'm done. And a lot of persons, a lot of us need to get to that point where we're not take no shit no more, and we're done. We're done. You're just done. You're just done. Like, done. Like, me finito. Me not think me can say done anymore. Me need to go learn some different language. Me said me done. Like, I am finished. I am just done. And you see, here's the thing. Here's the thing that many persons don't even notice. When a woman gets to the point where she's like, I am done. I am so done with all of this. I am just over it. That's it. I am done. That's it. Don't even try. Don't even try knocking on that door anymore. Don't even try convincing anymore. She's done. And a lot of us, it takes a long time for us to get to that point. Some persons stay in relationships for 10, 15 years because we have this hope that the person's going to change. We have this hope. We have this passion because we want back that person that we had in the beginning, that person we met, that person that lit us up when they walk into the room, that person who drove us crazy. We want that back. And so we sit down and we take it, and we take the abuse, and we take the manipulation, we take the lies, we take everything, because we're saying, no, the person I fell in love with is still in there somewhere, and we take it and we take it. Girl, he isn't coming back. That's it. Just be done. I think there comes to a point where we need to say, I'm done. I'm done. All right. And one of the things that's been common in our society is where as women, we stay in relationships for the kids. Huh? Or as you know what? My focus is on us women. I'm not even going to touch base on the men right now. I love you guys. I truly, truly love you guys, because I have a son and I love him like crazy. But right now I want to focus on us women. Yeah. So as women, some of us stay in relationships because of the kids. They're going to grow up and they're going to leave. Then what? You're still in this dead ass relationship. You're still here taking this idiot's crap. You're still here. And I want you to know and understand that Your situation is not unique. Persons may not be talking about it. Persons may not be talking about what they may have been going through, because some of us can't even describe it. We can't even put our finger on it. We can't even understand it enough to talk about it. So your situation is not unique. It's not your situation. It's a situation, right? You're not the only one going through heartaches and pain. I'm not demeaning what you're going through, because we're all going through it. The point I'm making is you're not alone. And many of us have been through it. Many of us have been through worse, like unimaginable things. And we got out. We got out. So you can get out too. Soon. Hopefully. It's not too late. Hopefully. So what I'm saying is, a woman is a treasure. We're treasures. Some of you guys are damn lucky to even know us, much as have us in your freaking lives. We're treasures. And when you have a treasure, when you have something that you love, you take care of it. You take care of it. And yes, sometimes the edges might be a little bit rough, but what do? You try to help that thing that you love to see the beauty in whatever flaw that it may think it has. You take care of it. We are treasures, and we should demand to be taken care of or respected. And when I say taken care of, I'm not talking about financially, because you have to be careful about the financial care that men tend to give, because a lot of these men, them have some strings attached to it, some long long ass string. And no matter how you try unravel yourself, you wrap yourself in a this string. A roll in a this string, and a roll out, you roll in it. So some of women need to be careful of that, because some of we licky. All right. Let me rein it in. Let me bring it back, right? But what I'm saying is this: when you have something that you care about, when you have a piece of jewelry that you really love, you take care of it. You freaking take care of it. Look how some men treat them clocks. Flirt neat, you step on that a war, then ready if you broke war if you want piece of boot. Wait, I mean nothing. But that's because they love it. That's because they treasure it. That's because it means something to them. So if you mean something to someone and they say they love you and they care about you, they need to show it. They need to take care of you, right? They need to respect you. They need to try and understand you. They need to ensure that you know you are understood, that you know your self-worth. You need to know your self-worth. If you don't know your self-worth, how the hell are you going to be able to tell the difference when someone is being an ass? How are you going to tell the difference when, no man, something wrong with that picture here? Me not deserve this. Me not supposed to go through this bullshit. Why am I still gonna take this? If you don't know your self-worth, then you're never gonna get there. And I applaud those of us women out there who are really holding down the fort. And some of you women want to have some good man. I'm just gonna touch this a little bit. Want to have some good man? Don't be greedy. Want to have some truly good partners? Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Don't be that person. Don't do that. Don't be that person. But some of you men, you need to understand and recognize what you have, because if you don't take care of this person, what do you think is gonna happen? Somebody gonna come and take your treasure. They say, what's another man's trash is another man's treasure. All right. So if you say you love this person, love them the way they need to be loved, not the way that you want to be loved. And it's a two-way street. They need to love you the way you need to be loved, not the way they want to be loved, because that's the essence of our love language. It is so freaking important to know what your love language is, because then you'll know if you're getting it or not, because that's what many arguments are caused from, right? If, for example, someone's love language is the spouse or the boyfriend or whomever it is, your partner, taking out the trash without you even asking them to, it's maybe simple, but you have no idea how appreciated that person would feel, right? So we have to know our self-worth. We have to know what our love language is. We have to know who we are before we can dive off into the deep of a relationship where we sit down and take the abuse and the disrespect. No one deserves to go through that. But right now I'm focusing on us women, on us queens, right? So you don't take you don't take them shit, right? If you feel like so you need to stick through it or stick in it because I him alone at work, you're not going to be the only person who had to walk away from something not knowing how it's going to turn out or not knowing how it's going to end. You don't know how many persons are out there willing to help you, willing to be there for you, to be that support for you. We're here for that. Because I promise you, in a few years or a year's time, this organization, this movement that we're creating here is going to be so massive. It's going to be the cushion for a lot of women out there. That's my aim. That's my vision for this thing that I'm doing here. So when I come here and I talk, I'm trying to create a community, something that we have as women, something that is ours and no one can take from us, right? So you have to know it's hard. I'm not even going to joke about it. It's freaking hard. It took me a while to get here. A long while. Because I'm a little bit stubborn. A little bit. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Just a teeny tiny. Okay, I'm a lot stubborn. Ish. Ish. So it took me a while to get here. Here I am. And I'm talking to you now because these experiences aren't unique. A lot of us are going through it. And how did I do it? As we go through the journey, as we go through these videos, as I post things, you will learn about my process. You'll learn about how I got here. You'll learn about what I may have done. I'll connect you to certain things that I may have tried, things that I've done, things that I've read to get here. May help. You don't know. You gotta try. So my lovely, lovely, lovely women, I'm gonna wrap up this video now because see, it's getting pretty long and it was not my intention. So I'm gonna wrap it up and I'm gonna leave you with this thought. I'm gonna leave you with this thought, and I'm also going to leave you with a Jamaican saying, right? You know what? I should do the Jamaican saying before I do the thought. So let me tell you a quote that I made a note of. So here's a quote, things that Jamaican parents tend to say to their kids, right? All you want to do is nyam and sleep. You don't want to do nothing in the house. So all you want to do is nyam and sleep. You don't want to do nothing in the house. Basically, let me explain. What it's saying is that the mother is saying, or the parents is saying that the child is lazy. They don't want to do any chores. They don't want to help with anything in the house. That's all they want to do. Just eat and sleep. That's it. They're lazy. That's it. That's what that is saying. So I want to leave you guys on this note. I want to leave you guys with this thought. Women who are valued become women of valor. Don't forget that. Women who are valued become women of valor. I should copyright that quote. I should copyright it. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you guys for sharing. I really, really am looking forward to the sharing, the community. I love the camaraderie that we're trying to build here, that we're building here. I don't want to say try, that we're building here. And I want to thank you guys for being here, for your connection. I crave that connection with you guys. So I thank you guys for it. And until then, peace out. Until then, bye.